United ISD is proud to showcase their newest middle school. This campus was named in honor of Mr. Elias Herrera, whose contributions propelled the district to early success and rapid growth. The United ISD Board of Trustees, Superintendent Roberto J. Santos, and our administrators and staff thank parents and the community for their input and support. This thoroughly updated and renovated campus is an incredible space that will inspire our students to excel in all areas of academics and personal growth. Welcome to the Elias Herrera Middle School Showcase. Mr. Elias Herrera was born July 22, 1929, and graduated from Martin High School in 1949. Mr. Herrera served his country while in the U.S. Army and attained the rank of corporal as a member of the 82nd Airborne Division. He was honorably discharged as a Korean veteran in 1955. Soon after his discharge, he attended Texas A&I University under the GI Bill. He was 1 year away from earning an engineering degree when he heard another calling, changed his major, and graduated with a degree in education. Mr. Herrera began his newfound career in 1957 as an elementary teacher for Nye Common School District located on Santa Maria Avenue. His school supply resources consisted of 3 sets of books for grades 4 through 6, 2 pieces of chalk, and 1 eraser. In 1960, Nye, Cactus, and John Masterson Elementary Schools consolidated to form the United Consolidated Independent School District. By this time, Nye Elementary was located on Del Mar Boulevard and served as the district's headquarters. In a short time, Mr. Herrera rose to serve as the first administrator for several departments in the school district. He was the sole principal for Nye Elementary and Nye Junior High School. As the principal of Nye Junior High School, he initiated the United Longhorn Yearbook and was the yearbook's chief photographer. Along with his responsibilities as a school principal, he was also a coach, bus driver, and lunch line server. Mr. Herrera also served as district discipline hearing officer, district director of lunch programs, and school elections. Over the years, Mr. Herrera continued to take the lead in many areas, serving as interim superintendent, assistant superintendent, director of transportation, maintenance and janitorial services, athletic director, and director of support services. He also supervised manpower programs, purchasing for the district, mapped school bus routes, and established the Student Rider's Handbook. Mr. Herrera retired from United ISD in 1997 after 40 years of service to the district. Though he passed away in 2016, his outstanding service to our district and students will continue to be cherished and celebrated by the community.
It is my pleasure to address you on the opening of the new Herrera Middle School, dedicated and recognizing a most deserving individual, Elias Herrera. United ISD has quite a historical story, evolving from a small farming school system to what we have now, one of the largest in the state, with 4 major high schools, 11 middle schools, 29 elementary schools, and over 43,000 students. Elias Herrera was an author in that story and that history. He was a community leader, a public servant, and a genuinely hardworking family man who, without his leadership, United ISD would not be where it is today. As an educator, his accomplishments and patronage are outstanding. That is why I never hesitated in supporting the naming of this campus as the Elias Herrera Middle School campus. Ironically, the baseball team he coached was named the Hawks. And as such, it is fitting that this middle school carry that mascot as its representative, the Elias Herrera Hawks. Our community is in a much better place today because of leaders like Elias Herrera. I hope students will recognize this, learn from his hard work, and carry his legacy forward. Thank you for allowing me to address you this morning, and a huge congratulations to the Herrera family.
My name is Judd Gilpin. I am the UISD trustee for District 7. On behalf of the UISD board, I want to express our appreciation for all that the UISD team and our students, as well as their parents, are doing to deal with the adversities that the district faces as we start this school year. It is such a challenging time for our teachers and our staff members, and everyone is working so hard to do their level best for our students. Thank you all for the great extra efforts you are all applying to address the many unusual challenges we are tackling together this year. It is my pleasure to say a few words about Elias Herrera. My mother first started teaching at Nye Elementary in 1968, and Mr. Herrera was her principal. I remember constantly hearing great things about him. I often overheard her giving my dad different accounts of what a great principal he was. She would note how helpful he was in many regards. There were many nice accounts of normal principal duties that she would talk about. For example, she greatly admired the respect he commanded of the kids. He was a firm but very fair disciplinarian. Above and beyond normal principal duties, it was not unlike him to take a moment to assist her with moving some desks around or perhaps setting up for an assembly. She also often noted what a great parent he was and that he had such great kids. Mr. Herrera was a credit to his profession and a very good man. The UISD Board of Trustees is very proud to have this middle school named after him.
Elias Herrera Middle School is located at 8800 McPherson Road and is a feeder campus for United High School. The campus has 43 classrooms, 9 science labs, 3 computer labs, 2 special education classrooms, 2 art classrooms, and a tech training classroom, all of which are fully networked. The Fine Arts Wing encompasses a band hall, ensemble room, rehearsal room, and practice rooms. The restored library features support meeting rooms and state-of-the-art projection screens and data port counters for instructional assignments. The newly refurbished gymnasium has ample bleacher seating, dressing rooms, locker rooms, and an athletic weight room for boys and girls. The safety of students, employees, and visitors is of paramount importance. Thus, all arrivals at Herrera Middle School are required to pass through a security station before entry is allowed.
He applied for the Nye Common School District, and he was hired to teach 4th, 5th, and 6th grade students, 3 grades, in a room probably no bigger than half the size of this. And that began it all. He loved what he was doing and continued doing everything that he could to get the kids, encourage them, because think back, these were all students that were coming in from the outskirts of Laredo. They hired somebody to come and take care, watchmen at night, because it was way out there. That was the only thing that was in the area. And they found out that the guy they had hired would always fall asleep. And so they approached Elias and told him if he wanted to go and live at the house, because that little house had been the central office for Nye Common School District. And he said, yeah. And he said, well, we're not going to pay you. And he says, fine, you just go live there and take care of the school, because this guy isn't working out. And so that's how we wound up living at the house. He saw a lot of potential in the children, and he says, those kids are so smart, they just need a little push, they just need a little guidance, because they're able to accomplish a lot. And based on that, he would go out of his way in providing experiences for them. A lot of them could not participate in sports because they lived out in the way out there, and their parents could not drive, and they didn't have the means to bring them. And they said, well, you go ahead and participate in sport. But sir, I can't stay for practice over there. That's okay, you can stay at the house. Whenever a child got sick, he personally would use his own vehicle without getting any mileage or gas or money for this or that, and he would take them home. Some of them would have like accidents at school, and there were no clothes to change. So he would call me, Olga, I need a pair of clothes. I would say, well, what size? Well, he's about one of my kids' age. Okay. So I would gather some clothes and take them down. Okay, fine. So there was a change of clothes for that child that had had an accident at school. Teachers work so hard. It's not as easy as people think it is. It's a passion. You have to have that love for the students and the profession and the teachers that you work with, because a lot of them, it's a team. It's a team effort. We had 9 children, and all our goal was to get them educated. And we told them, after you get a degree, you can do whatever it is that you want. You want to get married, fine. If you don't, fine, but you're going to have a degree. All of them, all 9 of them have college degrees. Plus, I would like to thank all of the board members and especially Mr. Montemayor. I know that we watched him grow because he was at school and his mother was one of Mr. Herrera's teachers at the intermediate, and he worked very closely with all of his teachers there. He was something else. And my children, all of them, all 9 of them, thank him and thank the board for this naming of the school. They are very proud about it. So thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Carlos Martinez, proud principal of Elias Herrera Middle School. I would like to thank the UISD School Board of Trustees, Superintendent Mr. Santos, and all other district members involved in selecting me to represent this beautiful school as the campus principal. Special thanks to the EHMS community, parents, staff members, and the wonderful teachers on campus for making the grand opening of Elias Herrera Middle School a great success. I would like to express my sincere appreciation and gratitude to Mr. Elias Herrera for his total commitment to UISD through the numerous positions he held for a career spanning over 40 years. This campus is named after him for his dedication, contribution, and involvement in establishing UISD in its early years and for assisting in what the district is today. A special thank you to the Elias Herrera family for their contribution and commitment to UISD and its stakeholders. In closing, I would like to express my heartfelt appreciation to the United Independent School District and to all who made the opening of Elias Herrera Middle School a realization, and I hope to represent this school as best as possible, fully committed, as was Mr. Herrera, in becoming another great performing middle school to further solidify UISD as a top performing district in Texas. Thank you.
We proudly welcome all new students to Elias Herrera Middle School, which is named in honor of a remarkable educator, visionary, innovator, and leader who worked hard to ensure that our students would get a grade A public school education. United ISD extends its gratitude to his family, who gave of their time to help us open a remarkable new campus named in honor of their patriarch. Elias Herrera Middle School's mascot is the mighty soaring hawk, and the school colors are orange, yellow, and blue. We're extraordinarily proud of this new campus and look forward to watching our students reach their fullest potential at United ISD's 11th Middle School.